In studio with the two-time champ Bryant McFadden. B-Mac, interesting happenings there. It looked like Indy was in the driver's seat for much of that game. Looked like Anthony Richardson was comfortable in his role. I want to go to him specifically first here. Makes the costly interception late. I don't want to compare him to his contemporaries, but we're going to do it for his entire career. Of the three rookies, did he surprise you? Did he impress you most of the three?
I think he looked the best, right? Even though all three rookies, the quarterbacks, they lost. I think he looked the most competitive. I think he had the most success. He seemed to be, you know, the most comfortable compared to Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. So that's a big-time plus for the Colts because I think he was the quarterback, when you look at the top three quarterbacks that were selected in this past year's draft, he was the one that had you had the most concerns with, because of the small sample size.
High ceiling, low floor.
Yeah, because of the small sample size there in college in Gainesville. But he looks pretty good, and I love the way they utilize him in this offense. Going into this type of system, I think, would do wonders for him as he continues to get more experience, and they add more talent around him. You got to remember, Anthony Richardson played pretty good football today without his best player in Jonathan Taylor.
Good point.
One would think eventually he will come to the party and play with the Colts, and I think that would definitely help Anthony Richardson out.
I thought you just had him. You just had him on the Ravens.
Yeah, I did.
He's gonna be on the Ravens. He's gonna be on the Colts.
But it's up to the Colts to keep him or send him. Right? We got to wait and see.
Truly, that is the case, and that is a hold and wait situation when we talk about Indianapolis and the future of Jonathan Taylor. The future of Indianapolis maybe looks bright with the young quarterback, the way he played here in Week 1. On the other side, the Jags, they have expectation in front of them. They are playing against one of the more favorable schedules and divisions in the league. When you take a look at Trevor Lawrence, and not just what he did, but the weapons on the outside, Calvin Ridley, what he offered, especially in the first half of this one. Zay Jones sees the end zone as well. This collection of talent around Trevor Lawrence, does he have everything he needs to go out and do what we do expect of him?
No question. I think he has everything he needs to repeat performances like a year ago, win ball games most importantly, and have his name in the MVP conversation. Zay Jones, Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram,
ETN, beautiful
Travis
play.
ETN. You know what I mean? He has an arsenal of weapons at his disposal, play in and play out. And I understand he had a blemish with the interception, but it wasn't because it was a bad read. Great pass rush, was able to get there, deflect the pass, and of course the rest is history. But when you look at this team, and then you look at the favorable schedule within their division, Houston is a little bit of a mess right now. Tennessee, Ryan Tannehill is still throwing interceptions last time I checked. So and with the Colts, I think the Colts might be right now in 1 week of play, very, very small sample size. There's no need to really jump the gun, but they might be the second best team in the AFC South right now. So you got to like everything that the Jacksonville Jaguars have going forward with their quarterback and the weapons. They just got to stay focused, Joe. That's it.
No such thing as a 1-0 division champ, but it is a step forward here for the Jags and that schedule and that division that they will look at this season. B-Mac, we appreciate you, as always, offering your insight here. I know you got somebody on your – who you got on your – you're always talking about your fantasy team.
I got Trevor Lawrence, I got Travis Etienne, and I got Michael Pittman on my bench.
My guy's in 17 different leagues. He has just about
I win them all.
Everybody.
I win them all.
And we love breaking it down with the Mac Man. Here's a look at some of those fantasy exploits. Calvin Ridley, notably 24 points, more than 600 days removed from NFL action.